All right, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Got a brand new YouTube war going on right now. It is myself and Admiral Balch as the allies against G.I. Joe and Hambone, two titans of industry here. Two of the OGs. They've been playing this game almost as long as I've been alive. That's a joke. They're not that old. The game's not that old. We are playing BBR 1940. And we are playing with the Spoils of War deck. You might have seen it on the other guys' channels already, but we're doing +1 rail, 2 for AAA on cruisers. Everybody gets $10. Naval bases cost 10, tax costs 10. I am the Commonwealth, France, and Russia. I'm also in a new location. I'm actually in my garage. I'm no longer in my basement. That's a whole story. I am the Commonwealth, France, and Russia. Balch is going to be taking care of US, UK, and China. G.I. Joe is Japan, and Hambone is the European axis. So let's get right into it. Commonwealth had 19 to spend. I'm going to spend every single cent of it on a transport and 2 tanks. I'm not gaining any IPCs this turn, so I'm just going to set this back down here. A couple of movements to make. Since we're not doing any combat, perfectly fine. Non-combat movement, I'm going to move my destroyer from A50, 1, 2, 3 over here into A44. Sorry about that. I got my phone on the charger in my pocket, and the cord got stuck on the thing there. There's a British bomber up here, a British strategic bomber up in Canada in Ottawa. And I'm going to put 2 Commonwealth infantry onto it. So there's that. There's also 2 infantry in Scotland coming down into London. Commonwealth moves, Commonwealth moves, Commonwealth moves. Stay. All right, let's do over here. I'm going to put the cruiser from 56 into 57. The destroyer from 59 up to 57. Stick to my finger, that's fine. The transport is going to go boom to pick up this Kiwi and bring him over into Queensland. 2 infantry up from New South Wales, along with 2 AAA. The 1 infantry in Northern Territory is also scooting over. And the 2 fighters from New Zealand as well. I think that is... Stay. I think that's it for the Commonwealth. Place my new units. 2 tanks are going to go down here in South Africa. I don't know if you're a fan of the Lethal Weapon movies or not, but one of my favorite ones is the one where they are dealing with the South African embassy. And the guy goes, "You want to go to South Africa?" And that's just how he said it. And so that's my South African accent. It's not very good. It's not very refined. Don't pick on me later. Or pick on me now. Anyway, that is... Oh my gosh, I'm just throwing stuff around here. That is the Commonwealth disposition coming right at you. In South Africa, 2 tanks, infantry, artillery, and there is a transport in A50, destroyer in A44, tank and artillery in Ottawa, 2 infantry on the strategic, 2 infantry in London, infantry in Calcutta, infantry in Malaya, 3 fighters, 2 AAA, 1 artillery, and 6 infantry in Queensland, transport, destroyer, cruiser, in P57. Aussies aren't at war. They collected 19. That's done. French. Hambone has done me the honor of making sure that I don't have to really move any French, but I am going to move this French cruiser. He can move 1, 2, 3, and he can hang out in here because he gets to ignore the sub. So that's pretty cool. And the fighter's going to stay there. French disposition, free French disposition. Cruiser in that sea zone, whatever it is, to the east of Gibraltar, with the British fleet and fighter in London. All right. Here we go. The Russians are not at war with anybody. They were the recipients of the extra 10. And so with their 10 extra dollars, they have 42, 46, 50 to spend. So we're spending 4 on tech, 4 to move 2 factories, and 42 on infantry and artillery. I will give you the numbers in a second. I started filming before I did the math. So, here we go. Let's see. I can get an infantry and two infantry and an artillery for 40, or for 10 rather. So I'm going to do that 3 times for 30. So that's 3 artillery and 6 infantry for 30. And then for 12, I can get 4 more artillery. Oh, do I want to do that? I do. So in total, I have 6 infantry and 7 artillery for 42. Cool. The factories that I'm going to move, since it's set down and I can use both hands now, the factory in the Ukraine is going to move back to Bryansk. The factory in Leningrad is going to move to Smolensk. From western Ukraine, the 2 infantry and artillery are going to move back to Bryansk. The 3 infantry from Ukraine into Bryansk. The 3 infantry from Belarus over into Smolensk. The 6 infantry in Leningrad into Smolensk. 1 AAA from Leningrad into Smolensk. The other AAA will rail down to Bryansk. Good shot. The artillery from Leningrad will move down to Smolensk. 2 infantry from Karelia down into Leningrad. 3 infantry from Vyborg over into Leningrad. The fighter from Leningrad will go to Smolensk. The sub in A7 is going to come over to A5 for no purpose. 3 infantry in Lithuania are going to back into Belarus. 2 infantry from eastern Poland into Belarus. 2 infantry from Bessarabia. 1 infantry is going to stay in Bessarabia. 1 is going to back into Ukraine. Infantry from Stalingrad is going to rail 1, 2, 3 into Bryansk. The mech from Caucasus is going to drive up to Bryansk. The mech and tank from Stalingrad are going to drive up to Bryansk. Mech and tank from Moscow are going to drive over to, you guessed it, Bryansk. 2 artillery are going to rail to Bryansk. 3 infantry are going to rail to Bryansk. The fighter, I'm missing a tactical. The fighter and tactical from Moscow. Love my wife. She's the one to help me set up, so that's fun. 2 infantry are going to stay there. All right, over here on the far east. All right, from Saka, 2 AAA and 6 infantry into Buryatia, the 5 infantry in Yakut over to Yenisei. All right, place my new units, collect my income. Going to place 2 artillery into Bryansk. Going to place 2 artillery into Smolensk, because I can do all that. Even though I moved it, I can still build at a -1. I'm going to put an artillery and an infantry in Stalingrad, and then 2 artillery and 5 infantry into Moscow. So I could just chip it up, but I'd rather have a nice intimidating stack. That's really fun for me. Russia spent all of its money. Russia gets all of its money because it didn't go up or down and we're not at war. So I will put 40 back in my coffers, minus the 10 bonus that I spent. Just make sure that's 30, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 40. Perfect. Russia has $40 to spend on its next turn. Disposition, destroyer and cruiser in the Black Sea. Cruiser, sub, transport, and A-15, sub, and A-5. Leningrad has 5 infantry. Belarus has 5 infantry. Smolensk has 9 infantry, 3 artillery, a AAA, and a fighter, as well as the factory. Moscow has 5 infantry, 2 artillery, 2 AAA. Stalingrad has infantry, artillery. Caucasus has 2 infantry. Ukraine has an infantry. Bessarabia has an infantry. Bryansk, there are 2 tanks, 3 mechanized, a AAA, a fighter, a tactical, 5 artillery, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 infantry. Yenisei has 5 infantry, way up there, and Buryatia has whatever Saka and Buryatia start with combined. 2 AAA, 6 plus 5 infantry is 11. I'm gonna make a little adjustment. I'm gonna move the cruiser and the transport over here into A14 because I'm cheeky. Cruiser and transport and A15 moved to A14. I think that's it. Everything's done. That's it. I'm the chaplain. Hope you guys enjoy this game. It's Misery Loves Easy Company. But because we live in the state of Missouri, 75% of us do, and 75% of us are from Missouri, not me, I'm from Maryland, we are calling it Misery Loves Easy Company. Because Missouri loves company. Anyway, cool. I'm going to go get my kids in bed. Hope you guys enjoy this game. Getting ready for STL 6. Quick little shameless plug if you are not registered for this event in March 20th, 21st, and 22nd. We still got plenty of room, guys. Tell your friends. I'm the chaplain. I'll be praying for you.